Okay, good morning everyone. I hope you're doing fine. So we had a couple of days to meet each other, and I guess we all know each other. But just for people who will be watching this online, my name is Damir and I come from Sarajevo, and I study physics at University of Sarajevo, and this is group 2, also known as the writing group. So what was our job? Our job was to communicate science through words, through writing, and what we realized is that we have many forms of doing it. So there is infograph, there is blog, there is newspaper, so we had to think about it and ideas. We chose to write a blog, and we created a web page and wrote an article on a theme about a movie called Interstellar. So before we go to this web page, there are some scenes from the movie that will be going on right now. And the movie Interstellar, it was directed by Christopher Nolan, and it was released in 2014, if I recall, and it's a science fiction movie. So I won't talk to you about plot. I know I already asked this question, but who saw the movie? Can I see some hands? 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. I have 50%, I think. Okay, it's a science fiction movie, and it's a movie about a mission to save humankind by traveling through a wormhole and looking for an exoplanet on which human life would continue. And the movie was a hit, you see. It won 1 Oscar for its visuals. It was awarded for 50 awards and over 150 nominations. So it was a very successful movie. Also, when I watched the movie for the first time, what I didn't know is that all of the science is a real science. So Kip Thorne, a famous theoretical physicist, worked on Interstellar, and he did all the calculations, and he actually wrote a book that is called The Science of Interstellar, and he explained everything in it. So you might ask, why Interstellar? So what is your motivation, what is your goal? Why did you choose a movie? So when I came on Monday, and that's what my group thinks also, I didn't know what is science communication. I mean, as a scientist, you do it every day when you communicate science. It's just like that. But I never knew that someone is doing it for like a job. So, and right now it's Friday, we have our own blog, and we see our future with it. We want to work on it, and there were a lot of lectures, a lot of things that I learned, but what I really got in my head is that you need a good story. Everybody likes stories, good storytelling, and Interstellar is a story about science. And it's a way to make someone, okay, let's watch it and discuss it, and okay, let's see there are black holes, time dilatation, and stuff, and just some basics. And more about it, will tell my colleagues, and that's it for me, right now.
Hey guys, my name is Afan, and I'm studying physics at the University of Sarajevo. I'll be talking about my contribution to this project, and that includes writing 1 introductory paragraph in the blog post itself. But my main contribution was creating and designing the website that we use for our blog post. So now I'm going to open the website here, but you are going to open it on your phones as well. So you can use either the QR code, or you can just type it in your phone. It's tiny.cc/noun. But make sure that if you are typing the URL, that you put N as a small letter and not capital. So let me know once you open the website, and then we will proceed. And in the meantime, I will open it up on the laptop as well. Okay.
Oh, tiny CC.
Have you guys opened it?
Well, they're not connecting collage to them.
Accept them.
Just accept cookies if you Are you guys done?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna open it here on the big screen as well. Hold on. Let me scroll all the way back. And now I'm now going to scroll it all the way back down because it was supposed to be this way before, but I forgot. So I want you to skim it on your phones or on the screen. It's up to you. And then you're going to tell me what are your first impressions. So here is the text. Just look at the pictures, title, logo, maybe name of the website. All right, now let's go all the way back. So what are your first impressions? Does anyone have a comment?
Come on, let's
Great. So I like your logo.
It's awesome. Anyone else?
Blanket.
You didn't say the name of the blog.
I will say. Any other comments? Or that's it? Okay.
Thank you for the spoiler alert.
Sure. Okay. So the name of our website is Quantum Pickle. I guess you can see that from our logo. So what we did is we put bracket notation and pickle together. And as you already know, bracket notation is something very important in quantum physics. So what we did, we put quantum and pickles together into quantum pickles. So the reason why we did that is because for a common reader who's not a scientist, bracket notation is probably going to be associated with mathematics or physics. So they know it's something about science, which is great. And then when we include the pickle, as you can see here in the middle, then we make it more fun and interesting and more appealing for them to read our articles and visit our website. And as for the title of our blog post, if we were to translate this, it's basically Interstellar, Einstein, and McConaughey in action. So just like the thing we did with the logo, we put Einstein and McConaughey together because everybody knows Einstein. He's the most famous scientist, and McConaughey is a pretty famous actor too. So this makes it more likely for our potential readers to open our article, especially if we put it this way, Einstein and McConaughey in action, because they are then going to feel like they are just going to open this article to learn more, which makes it more likely for them to read it as they already know something. So the other thing I'm going to talk about is the link you saw right here when I presented it as tiny.cc/now. It is obviously a short link. It's not our actual domain. But the actual domain is right here. As you can see, it doesn't look very pretty, and the reason for that is because we used a free website domain on WordPress, so it has some random numbers. But we are planning to buy an actual domain like quantumpickle.com or quantumpickle.me or something else. We have to figure it out. And actually, we would have bought it already, but the reason why we didn't buy it is because it usually takes between 24 and 48 hours for your domain to go live. And we figured out the domain name maybe 20 hours, maybe only 20 hours ago, so we were kind of late. But we will definitely buy it soon, so we can post more awesome articles such as this one. So that's basically it about my part, and now my colleagues are going to tell about their contribution to our project. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ivan and I come from Mostar. Now we will talk about physics in the movie Interstellar. There are many elements of physics in this movie, and I would like to talk about one, and that is the dilatation of time. Which is related with Einstein's special theory of relativity. As you know, time flows much slower to one who moves than the other who is at rest, and that is only for relativistic speeds, but I want to talk about it much because we all know that. I would like to talk about a picture which is below the text. This picture is separated two sides. On left side we see Connor, Cooper and Murph, father and daughter, before he went space travel. And on the right we see again Cooper and Murph, but after he returned from space. And as you see, Murph on the right is much older than her father because of dilatation of time. So I think that Einstein would be proud of this movie, and that's all for me. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Nikola. I come from the University of Novi Sad, and I study astrophysics. My part in making this blog was basically talking about black holes. We wanted to explain how black holes work, but very briefly, and also to show them how they did it in the movie. The most interesting part to me about movies and black holes, or about this movie and black holes, is that also thanks to this movie and the visual effects, the production company worked with Nobel Prize winner Kip Thorne to make sure that the physics of black holes were absolutely okay, and they, with the help of a visual team, they managed to render a black hole and to show it very, very realistic. Yes. And what's interesting here is that also they wrote a scientific paper about that, and you can see the. I think there's a link. Yeah, you can also find a link to the article. I wanted actually to touch on the idea of this blog. I think that it would be really nice to not just to stop here with this article, but to also make this a regional blog for popularization of science, and that everyone could basically contribute to this, and we can make something great together. So that's basically it. Lidija.
Hi, my name is Lidija, and I'm a third-year physics student from Novi Sad. My part was to write about exoplanets, and as you can see, I started with a quote from a famous British writer, which says there are two possibilities: either we are alone in the universe or we are not, and both are equally terrifying. I started with that quote because I thought it would be interesting for anyone. Anyone is interested in extraterrestrial life, and from that point I got to the exoplanets and their definition. In the next part, I was writing about what we consider exoplanets and habitable planets to be, and also I included a story about Goldilocks, which Jelena already mentioned, because I thought, I mean, it's a story that everyone knows, so a common reader can connect with this story of habitable planets. And in the last part, I included some scientific facts about another solar system, and scroll down. This is a photo which was taken recently I think in Europe. It's a first photo of another solar system, which I thought would be interesting for common readers, for common readers. And for example, I included this sentence that says Mission Kepler and Mission TESS found over 4,000 exoplanets in universe. So that's about it. We would like to thank all of you, and especially our mentors, Jelena and Oliver, for their suggestions and help, and especially their time. We enjoy this work and working as a group. We would like to continue our work and develop our blog even more. So that's it.
If you have any questions or comments, remarks, feel free to share them with us. Because you see, this is something new to us, and there are mistakes, but it's a start.
Yes, we'd like to hear your impressions.
Okay, someone.
Okay. Well, first of all, congratulations, guys. This really, really looks great, and I see you put really great effort into this. I'll definitely read it during the break. That's what I'm waiting for, to sit down and read it. But I love the logo. I love the complete idea. I mean, so I guess this is something that will a blog that will tackle only science in movies or any scientific popular science topic.
We have a lot of ideas to write about
Okay.
things.
Okay, so do you plan to continue?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. That would actually be very, great if you could continue that. Good. I already shared it online, so.
Oh, thank you very much.
Hopefully people will really come and you'll get some feedback, but I see there are no authors, so I urge you guys to write your names, link that to some of your accounts, or so that people know. I mean, are these some crackpots writing this blog, or really, people who really have some background in science?
Yeah,
so that's really important. It brings leverage. But I mean, the whole idea, the logo and the topic and everything. The topic is great. I mean, people are interested in these movies and how you put. I love it how you put some thought into choosing a title. Like, what are the keywords that people would search?
Right.
Interstellar, Einstein, McConaughey, prepare that with some tags so that Google can easily find it. I mean, that'll be, but yeah, that is actually the right way to phrase it. One more question. Is there a plan to have it bilingual, maybe in English, or just leave it to Google Translate?
Yes, we'll translate.
Okay, good.
We are thinking about it because what will be the audience? But we like our audience, we would like to share on our region, but also to go over.
Okay. And how is working together?
Fantastic, we loved it, we just loved it, that's why we want to continue.
Okay.
It
I can't wait
was easy,
to-
chill, and we just, okay, we have an idea, do it.
Contribution.
Yeah.
I can't wait to read it. I mean, maybe for the future, it will be best to, but you can decide to have or someone writes one or article or two people, because the styles are usually different.
Yes,
So
yes.
sometimes things can look more like Frankenstein, but not necessarily. But yeah, I mean, I think this is awesome.
I mean, everyone is better in something. I mean, Afan is better in editing, Lidija writes very good. I like to coordinate, and so we just.
You pitched that. You sell it.
So everyone contributes.
You put yourself in the place already.
And then
We will see.
That's
It's
the
nice
shirt.
Yeah. Do you have a number how many
Okay.
people are reading now? Or?
Not for now. Not for now.
Maybe Afan.
Afan will do it in 5 minutes.
No, I think.
That is really, I mean, how it goes. I mean, you identified your own strength. That's how a team should work, and yeah, I mean, this is good, really.
Thank you.
This is beyond my
Thank you very
expectations.
much.
I mean,
Yeah, good.
Okay, just to remind you before the other group, this is not